A new era of genetic treatment is available to people who live with sickle cell disease. That's the painful and life-shortening red blood cell disorder that mostly impacts people of color. Megan Western joins us in studio to tell us a little bit more about the possible cure.
Good evening, Camila. Now, the FDA approved the first therapy that uses a gene editing technique. Now, the process includes removing stem cells and editing them in a lab to increase the amount of a protective form of hemoglobin. That's the protein that carries oxygen. And then they're putting them back into the bloodstream. I talked with a Central Georgian with sickle cell more about the impact.
Shania Curtis has lived with sickle cell disease for 26 years.
I had my first sickle cell crisis at 3 months.
Curtis and her mother and brother are part of the nearly 100,000 people who live with the disease.
You know, it's been very difficult.
Each crisis can be different. Her hands or legs may swell, and it brings long-term problems.
You deal with sepsis, you have TIAs and strokes, you have organ failure due to these, crises that you have over the years.
Since December 2022, Curtis has been in the hospital more frequently, each time for around 3 weeks, and her last crisis was one of the worst.
September 1st, I will end up having my second stroke.
She got a blood exchange transfusion where 40% of her blood was removed, a physically and emotionally draining process. So a new possible cure gives her hope.
It's exciting.
But after the many years, sickle cell has greatly impacted her organs, and she's in need of a hip replacement.
How do we fix those problems first?
And the gene therapy is priced at $2 million, which Curtis says is not accessible to all families.
I don't have $1 million. I don't have $2 million, but I have faith.
She's using that faith to launch her nonprofit, Sickle Cell University.
We are a home base. We're a beacon of hope for sickle cell patients and family members.
They'll provide doctoral references, resources, and mobile clinics in the community.
We're also about research and looking for different ways to, fix the damage it has caused already.
Curtis plans to launch the nonprofit on World Sickle Cell Day. She wants to continue to spread awareness to folks who don't know about the disease and encourage folks who are struggling to continue fighting. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Megan. The one-time gene therapy treatment would be available to people over the age of 12.